In this tutorial, I want to cover two different concepts, but that are very related in this example. So I want to look at the SQL EXCEPT operator, but how this relates to a recent SQL for data analysis interview question I'd seen, where it asked users to use two tables that contained product ID fields, but in very different contexts, and they had to find the products with no sales. So we can use the except operator. As you can see here from my comments, it compares the result sets of two or more queries, and it relates to the set theory in maths concept of set difference. So essentially, all we're doing is finding elements that are present in one set but not in another, or in our case, in one query but not in another. The results from that. So the basic syntax is simple. We have our query and we can wedge that together with except, and we have our second query. We need to remember that when we return distinct values, it's going to pull that difference from the first or left query. So let's look at this again. We could take the product ID from a certain table. Let's say this is just a catalog of our products. We use except operator to wedge this together, and we can take the product ID from another table. Maybe this is a sales table. So what will happen is we will get the difference in the product IDs from just our generic products and also from where there's been a sale recorded against it. So by subtracting the difference of the two, what we actually get here is the products that do not have a sale. Let's look into this further with a Venn diagram. So again, covering the except operator, let's say on the left-hand side, this is just simulated. We have a product ID from our production.product table. That's the actual table we'll use in the worked example. It's from the AdventureWorks sample database. I'll leave a link if you want to install this. And on the right-hand side, we have our products sold table. So this is products with an associated sale taken from our sales order detail table. I just have simulated values here to get the point across. So on the left-hand side, we have the values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And on the right-hand side, let's say for this product sold table, this mock-up, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can see 1 and 2 essentially are not present in the right-hand table, and 6 and 7 are not present in the left-hand table. We do have that intersection where 3, 4, and 5 are common values. We're not interested in those. Now, how do we get the products that don't have a sale? Well, really, it's about how we order the query. So 6 and 7 are sort of, they're a difference of the two sets, but so are 1 and 2. However, as we're going to place just the all products table, just the product IDs from the generic products, we'll be left with the difference, which is 1 and 2. And that's how we're going to find, essentially, with a larger data set, the products that don't have a sale. It's all about getting that result set is about how you order the query because it's going to pull that difference of the two sets from the leftmost or the first query that we structure. So let's look at a worked example here. Let's take the product ID, and in our case, from the AdventureWorks sample database, we'll take that from the dot products table. And then we can just simply write out our second query. If you're struggling sort of with the syntax to getting your head around it, we'll just take again in the same format. We'll take the product ID because it needs to have a matching data type and it would need to be the same values just represented across a different table, such as product IDs, the same sort of field. And then we would take this from the sales order detail table in AdventureWorks sample database. So that will be essentially the products that have a sale recorded against them. That's the context of this table. The first one's just a catalog of all our generic product IDs. So now all we actually need to do is wedge the except operator between these two queries. We can add a statement terminator here with a semicolon to the end, and we can run this. And what will happen when we execute this query, we will just be given essentially, like we said, in set difference, we will just get the elements that are present in one set, in our case, a query, but not the other. And as we referenced query one first, which was our generic products, we will get all of the products that do not have a sale recorded against them. And it's as simple as that. It's just worth remembering, obviously, that if you are tailoring this towards a specific use case or question, let's say, be careful in how you structure that query ordering. And as usual, if you like the content or found it helpful, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and click the notification bell. Thank you.